Hi, it's Ariel Schwartz here. I wanted to come on and do a short, spontaneous share with you about just the nature of the last few days for me. And I have a feeling that this will resonate for some of you as well. So, yesterday I was due to begin a 2-day training for a group based in Italy on the integration of somatic therapies and EMDR. And 15 minutes before I joined the training yesterday, I found out that they had opened up the training for Turkish mental health providers that are addressing the impact of the earthquake. And so there was simultaneous translation both in Italian and in Turkish. And so arriving into the space, and it was a Zoom meeting with about 80 mental health practitioners, and we dropped in together. And I have to say, sometimes it's intimidating for me to show up and be the expert, right? This expectation that I'm going to tell people how to deal with a tragedy. And the truth is that I can offer my presence and I can offer what I know helps us heal from trauma. But mostly what is valuable is to sit together, to know that there's something larger than each of us that can help us hold something that's enormous. And honestly, we did a lot of crying together and a lot of reflecting and tuning in to what is it that we need now and what is it that we need now, and how do we as healing professionals resource ourselves when we are going to be present with something that's tragic. And whether this is in relationship to an earthquake or a school shooting or a train wreck, right? We can look at the news and we don't have to go too far to see that there's many tragedies that are surrounding us. And so I want to share what happened after the training today, because as I mentioned, it was a 2-day training, and I was in a mode perhaps of really just being able to hold space. And when the training was over, I had an opportunity to go and get on my yoga mat and be led in a class by another teacher. And when I walked in the room, a friend of mine was there, and I told him what I had spent the morning doing. And at that moment, it hit me. It landed what I had just been present to. And so when I then stepped onto my yoga mat, my own process began to unfold and just allowed me to grieve and cry and attend to my heart and my diaphragm and my throat, all of the places in me that I realized were still bracing and holding. So I named this little talk here, Help for the Helper, just as a way to say that whether or not you are officially a healing professional or you are someone that's caring in the world and helping yourself process through events, or your children or other people in your community, that we also need those places for us to be held, to be able to unwind and to realize the impact that events have on us. If you're like me and you can sometimes power through and be a good giver, it takes something else to slow down and maybe just speak, this is what I'm carrying in my heart. Can you hold me for a moment? And then that helps us hold each other, right? And when I came off the class, I had another opportunity to go back and hold space for someone else because I had another session this afternoon, and I felt refreshed and capable. So, help for the helper in me. I wish the help for the helper in you, and that you are well in the midst of this life that we share. Till next time.